Somebody told me this might help, like therapy when you're struggling. I'm usually everybody has things to deal with, but I usually internalize, handle them, work through it, feel good about things, or make a peace with it fairly quickly. But this year is just tearing my heart out. It's really, 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 I'm in a lot of pain. I don't know what to do. I was dating this woman for the last year. Casey. Beautiful, smart, funny, kind of quirky, but that's only because she's kind of an introvert. She doesn't know she's gorgeous. She doesn't know how much light she brings into her room. But, yeah, I met her through Nickel before he passed. One last blessing Nickel put in my life when I needed it. I was having trouble with baby's mama during that time a year ago when I met her. Plus, fighting my addiction, I was pretty low. Met this chick. 5 other people in the room. We sat there like we were the only two, vibed all night, talked all night. A lot in common, but a lot we didn't have in common. She was dating somebody, so I didn't talk to her after that. A couple months more. I hit on her like a week later. Hey, it's nice meeting you. You want to go out sometime? She was very classy. Sidestepped it, not I have a man, or that's what she said, but sidestepped it very classily. I liked that. I almost forgot about it. Meeting her. A couple months later, I get a text out of the blue. Sir. Said, hey, guys, let's see if I'll take you up on that drink. Go out sometime. I don't know, I just wanted to know more about her. I was ecstatic when I got the call. Took her out. With a friend of mine, had a great time. Went out a few weeks later. Dinner or something, took her home, ended up sleeping with her. Which was amazing. The next morning, she's driving me to work, and she told me we shouldn't see each other anymore. I really wasn't that invested at that time, but I was like, ooh, I remember feeling not injured, but like, damn. But as we were driving, we were talking about that, and she told me, she said, I like you, I could see me really caring for you, and I'm not ready for that right now, and you're gonna hurt me at some point in the future. She told me she had a past of attracting men who are physical, physically ends up ugly, and I said, well, you're not wrong, you can see that in my characters. I told you things about my past, but that's my past. I would hate to let you throw away that connection we have because you see things in my character. I was very honest about the old me. Long story short, I think looking back, I think now she knew that she wouldn't be able to keep me at a distance, that she would care for me, and that scared her. But it wasn't an argument like that or nothing. I just said, okay, I think you could have done that without making it a sexual thing, but I wasn't sorry about that either, because I hadn't been physical with anyone in almost a year at that point, and it was an amazing connection there. I only felt that strong one other time in my life with one other woman. Anyway, I expected not to see her at that point. After she dropped me off, but she called me a few days later, and we started dating, and I was at a real dark place in my life then. I just lost a couple of my best friends. I had OD'd and messed up my brain, so my memory was in trouble. She didn't know me. She was perfect. She didn't know me. You know what I mean? So insecure about my issue at the time, that I was worried that people would see it. So she was easy that way and light, and you know, I'm trying to change a lot about me anyway as I grow, and I didn't want her to know the old Dutch. I didn't want her to know that guy, really, that she heard so much about. I stand on my own too and represent something else to her. So, started dating, a little bit over a year now. I got her pregnant accidentally. She wanted to do an abortion at first. She didn't, which I, only ended up loving her more if she didn't do that. But I got 2 boys, we decided that we would give it up for adoption. I didn't know till after that she just wanted me to marry her because she got pregnant. I didn't know she was that traditional. I didn't think she cared that much. I was too dumb and concerned with my own shit to ask. Not that that would have been a good idea, but I wasn't happy about adopting out my blood. Being a father is the only thing I've ever done worthwhile. I'm good at it, but she's 27. I wanted to make it easy for her. She still has a lot of young life left, so I went down that road with her and supported her the whole time during the pregnancy and loved her. And she cut my heart out 6 weeks before she was due. She cut me off without a word. Just left me like that, and didn't get back in contact with me until after our daughter was born. I never got to meet my daughter, hold my daughter. Nothing. She wounded me more greatly than anyone or anything ever could. So I'm angry. I'm very, very angry about that. But I'm also devastated because, I wasn't happy about having to do the adoption thing. But I told myself, they screen those families very closely, and that would be the best thing. Even though I didn't believe that, I wanted to. I didn't want to trap her behind a young baby at that age, and there's other reasons, but so now, when all that happens, I spent those 6 weeks trying to get a hold of her, going crazy, worried about her and the baby. Callously, she strategically dodged me and avoided me. And then she sent me a couple pictures after our daughter was born, and that broke my heart. All I wanted was to meet my little girl and the family, but I didn't get either. And feeling like I'd kill her. But then a couple days ago, 2 days ago, she called me and we texted back and forth. And I ended up getting her to meet up with me. Explained to me why she would do that to me. And after everything I had done to prove to her that I loved her and I would never bring harm to her. But why? She didn't have any words that gave comfort or made understanding, just a series of fears and concerns that, she said she was sorry, and didn't help. I wasn't angry or irate with her when I saw her. It actually was the only time I've had peace. Someone who victimized me, she came around, we met at a bar and talked for a couple hours, and the only peace I've had since all this. I always wanted a little girl. You know, back when I had my first son, Zachary, I was 20. One night stand. I didn't know what being a father was, and for that matter, I didn't want anything to do with it. Young and selfish. Didn't think I'd be good at it. I've always been good with kids, but, scary. But mother of Zachary went ahead and had him. It's ended up being a defining characteristic of my life. My two boys. But I had prayed for a little girl. I don't know why I was terrified, but I figured raising a girl would somehow be easier, and when she got older I could, teach her about the so-called players or the so-called, certain groups I didn't want her around. But I had a little boy, and blessing's a blessing. But, right, so she's pregnant with this little baby girl, and I wanted to tell her, let's keep her. I wanted to tell her, whatever you need. I didn't ask you to marry me like traditional because I didn't think it was an option. Didn't think you loved me that much. I didn't think you cared. But I didn't ask, so by the time I found that out, and then it was hurting her just as much, it was past the point. So, I was talking to her stomach the whole time she was pregnant, because I told her the other night in tears, I said, you know why I did that? Not for you, but, because a baby deserves to know they're loved as soon as they possibly can. And then, she just denies me that, and I'm devastated. I'm very, very hurt by that. I didn't think I would be, but I am. And now I gotta get back focused on my life and my career, keep moving. I got two boys that I adore. I'm gonna keep moving, right? But I thought I'd post again on my blog here, because I gotta get this out, It's just too much inside, unsaid. And when I was with her at the bar, we were talking. The weirdest thing, it's the first time I've been able to not think about her, my daughter, or not been angry or upset about it. Hanging out with her mother, who had just violated me and not let me meet my daughter, I was just so relaxed about everything that had happened. She had some fears that I would, keep the baby somehow, may trap her into it, which is not realistic, and or just things that were out of character for me. Someone who got in her head and convinced her otherwise of who I am, and I couldn't say to her, or ask her but a 16th of questions of why and how I really felt, because I was too afraid to lose it. Anger right under the surface. I didn't know what I would do if I got back in touch with 100% with that feeling. It's a stupid damn full move to keep a guard up. I should have let myself burst into tears. I should have let myself scream, yell, ask her why, hug her. We brought a baby into this world. Maybe you'd like to think so, honey, but that makes me someone you'll always remember. And we loved each other. So why does that have to be a negative? Why does that have to be a cause of pain? Other than for me, for what you did at the end. And I could forgive even that, because the family's gonna let me meet her next time they come down, and hold her and make peace with that. But anyway, so during that year we were together, an amazing woman. An amazing woman, the ability to see me for me and fall in love with me, even though it scared her. But I was kind of stupid. Played an old tape, not wanting to admit how important she had become, how good she treated me. Now, when I want to talk to her about our daughter, she's in postpartum and suffering. She won't pick up the phone. No, I'm the best at playing games like it never happened. I don't know if it would have helped or hurt to meet my daughter, but I certainly wanted to be there for her at the birth, like I said I would. Even if it would have hurt more, I would have been okay. The way she denied me, ended the relationship and hid from me till after the baby was born. When the anger passed, I just have a hole in my chest. Big one. So, I guess I'm going to vent here. A couple 20-minute videos until I get through it all and process it all out. I guess I'll start at the beginning tomorrow with the next post. Talk about our relationship and how we got there. It's Ashley Nicole. And obviously the adopted parents was going to change her last name, maybe even her first, but I always wanted a daughter, a little girl, and then I had a boy, and then my fiance got pregnant a few years later, and we had Gavin. We had another boy. By then, my son was 16. I was pretty good at the dad thing, been doing it for a while, so I was really, really excited about Gavin. It was me and her, that baby's mama, at the time, were looking at getting married. We were on a road. But kids are so amazing, they're so wonderful. Their ability to teach us about us and reflect and align what's important. I love my boys so much. But and I loved my daughter, even though I never got to meet her, hold her. You can't not love a baby, even though, it's not born yet. I didn't understand that till this one, but I don't even think she knows how much she took from me by not letting me meet her. She's going through postpartum and a lot going on up here, so now I'm the enemy, and I'm not the enemy, but I remind her too much of what's happened, so we're both suffering. And even though she admitted the other night we were together that that's the best she's felt, the next day she went back to ghost.com, wouldn't talk to me, nothing. So I'm heartbroken, I'm struggling, I'm upset, and I'm going to vent it out here until I feel better about it. I'm not ashamed, so it doesn't hurt to talk about it, but I want to be able to forgive her. I want to have peace with her in my heart. Maybe it's just too soon. I don't know.